I'm Ryan, psychiatric practitioner and the owner of Birdsong Psychiatry and Wellness. Today we're talking about something many people experience but often feel really ashamed to admit, and that is the loss of motivation that comes with depression. If you've been struggling to start tasks, staying focused, or care about things that really once mattered to you, this video will help you understand why that's happening and what small steps you can begin to shift it. So, what depression does to motivation? One of the most misunderstood symptoms of depression is difficulty initiating action. You might know exactly what you should be doing, getting out of bed, going to work, cleaning the house, returning a message, but your body and mind really feel too heavy to start those tasks. It's not laziness, it's not a character flaw. It is a biological and physiological symptom of depression. Here's what depression does it lowers your energy levels. Fatigue becomes constant even when you're technically resting. You just feel tired all the time. It flattens your emotional world, which we call blunting. Activities that used to bring joy or meaning now feel numb or distant. It disrupts your ability to initiate and start tasks. Depression weakens the cognitive pathways really responsible for planning and starting and prioritizing action. It changes your brain chemistry. Neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which help regulate motivation, hope, and reward, really start to slow down. And your brain isn't refusing to cooperate, it's just simply struggling. When we think about the neurobiology behind motivation, we can break down the science in simple terms so you can really understand. If you think about dopamine, dopamine really is the starter fluid. Dopamine fuels goal directed behavior. When dopamine levels decrease, everything feels harder to start. Even simple tasks like taking a shower or sending a text can be really super challenging. And then the prefrontal cortex is the organizer. This is the part of the brain that handles planning, prioritizing, and following through. Depression can impair both of these functions, making even small, minute tasks seem very overwhelming, difficult, and challenging to initiate. When we think about the reward system, the brain's reward pathway becomes blunted. So even when you do complex and complete a task, you don't feel much satisfaction. This makes motivation even harder next time because dopamine is nerfed. The stress response, basically chronic stress and burnout, leads into depression, which can push the brain into energy conserve mode, where it tries to protect you by shutting down motivation. Understanding this helps replace shame with compassion. You're not choosing this, your brain just is exhausted. And we think about why willpower alone doesn't work. People often say people with depression just push yourself through, try harder, get up. Why do you feel like that? Stop feeling like that. But willpower doesn't work when the underlying system that create motivation is impaired. It's like telling someone with a broken leg to just get up and start running. Motivation isn't about strength, it's about capacity. And depression temporarily reduces that capacity. So, how do we begin to rebuild the motivation? The good news is that motivation can return, not all at once, but gradually. We want to make small steps. And here's really some small evidence based steps that can help. Start tiny, much smaller than you think. If a task feels impossible, shrink it down. Instead of cleaning the house, try picking up one item at a time. Instead of working out, try to walk for 2 minutes. Instead of shower, try to turn on the water. Small success sends signals to the brain that movement is possible. We want to reduce friction. Lay clothes out the night before, prepare a workspace, keep task visible and simple. Less energy the task requires to begin, the more likely that you'll start. And then borrow external structure. Use timers, routines, reminders, accountability. When motivation, internal motivation is low, external systems can really lift the weight. And then the most important, or one of them, is celebrate completion, even the smallest wins. When depression blunts the reward system, you must highlight the wins. Say it to yourself, this was hard, and I still did it. This gentle recognition helps build the dopamine pathway back up. Seek support if motivation continues to stay slow. If motivation has been missing for weeks or months, reaching out to a mental health provider can be an important and crucial step towards healing. Medication, therapy, and lifestyle changes can support dramatic improvement in the systems involved in motivation. Loss of motivation with depression is not a personal failure. That's very important to remember. It's a symptom, it's a signal, and a place where healing can start. By understanding what's happening inside your brain and giving yourself compassion instead of criticism, you can begin taking small steps towards movement, relief, and connection again. If you found this video helpful, please feel free to subscribe to more videos on depression, anxiety, CBT, and emotional resilience. And if you need support, I would be honored to help you through birdsong, psychiatry, and wellness. Take care of yourself, and we will see you in the next video.